everybody, it's Audie and welcome to my channel, Cozy Dragon Crochet. Today, in this video, I'm going to take you along with me on my second to last market. It's kind of crazy, but it'll be fine. So today is Friday, the market is on Sunday. Today I'm going to be setting up my grid shelves and making sure I don't have any holes, and if I do, filling them. And then if that's done, then I'm going to work on a commission. And then what else? I know tomorrow I'm supposed to help my mom with prepping out some other things. I also need to price some things. And then I think that's it before the market, because then it's market day. So let's go get into it, I guess. Alright, I'm going to start setting up my grid shelf. It is later at night. It is dark. My room is dark. I ended up having to run some errands for my dad before going to class, and by the time I got back, it's dark outside. So I'm just going to set the grid wall up in front of my dresser, and then we'll see how many holes there are. But I did want to show you the two stuffies I made. I think it was yesterday. My days all blend together anymore. But they're both made by Crochet Glow. They're both patterns by Crochet Glow. So yeah. She's one of my favorite pattern creators. I have the classic Reindeer. I made it with sparkly baby Bernat, and baby Sands, Hobby Lobby fur yarn, and more Bernat blanket in red. I think it's technically called Crimson. And then I got these bells from Joann's before they closed. I think I bought 5 packs of them. I think I'm down to maybe 2. I think I have one more reindeer worth of white and then 2 more reindeer worth of gold. But Hobby Lobby suddenly has them, so if I ever need more, I guess that's where I'll go. But next is the Giraffe. Very cute. I embroidered the eyes on this one, so you can go to a baby. Excuse me, miss. It can go to a baby without me worrying about the safety eyes coming out or anything. I think I did an okay job on the eyes. But yeah, turned out pretty cute. I do love. But those are the 2 new big stuffies. I am officially over $1,000. I think I'm at $1,035 in inventory. So that's great. So I'm just gonna get this grid shelf put together, and then we'll find out if I need to make more. Shelves, so I had to go get more. So this is what the shelves look like when they're bare. These 2 typically have the $10 items on little spice shelves. I know for a fact I have enough to fill those, so I'm not going to worry about this tonight. But yeah, I'm going to start filling up the shelves with some of these stuffies and hope that there's no holes. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to start with the big ones first. The anchor octopus and the mushroom cat. I tend to put the more expensive items on the top shelf up here. It says this guy will be the most expensive at $75. That's where he's gonna go. The only exception is the mushroom cat, because he's very floppy. So in order to make sure he's presentable, I stick him in this little corner and just kind of lean his head onto that shelf, which takes up a lot of space here. You guys are kind of at an angle. Let me move you real quick. Now you're a little bit more aligned with the shelf. But yeah, so he takes up a lot of the space. I can fit another stuffy here. Like if there's enough for me to fit something there, that'd be awesome. I'm not gonna make that a priority though. So back to it. So this is what we're looking like. Remember that these two sections are gonna have the $10 stuffies. So like one will have all the Stardew chickens and the other one will have like the miscellaneous $10 stuffies. So those will be packed full. And then the $5, $8 stuffies, the pickles, and the $15 stuffies all have their own little bins that I put on the other side of the table. So they don't tend to go over here. Now I am seeing some holes, so I'm a little frustrated about that because I thought I'd be fine. Apparently not. Like there's a big gap over there, not to mention like all the space up here. It's a lot of extra space. It's a little disappointing. I thought I'd have more. I wonder if I switch the giraffe and reindeer, because I'm also noticing it's really top heavy up here. So let me move that. I think that's better. It helps eliminate like any gap up here. There's still a lot of this space left over. I don't think that's that big of a deal. And then like this space is still taken up just fine. And it's not hanging down as much. I think I might do it this way. I'll have to take a picture so I remember it on Sunday. But yeah. Not too bad, I don't think. I think it did pretty okay. There. We'll see how it goes Sunday. I'm hoping hoping I don't sell out, so I don't have to panic prepare for my market the week afterwards. Don't want to jinx myself now. I'm hoping I get rid of all my Christmas stuff at least, and all of my leftover Halloween things. I'm hoping I get rid of all those. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, this is what we're working with. I will follow up with you guys tomorrow. Is the day before the market. We're doing some last minute prep, so yay! It is the Saturday before market, so the day before. It is nighttime now, which is why the lighting kind of sucks. Typically does in my room at night. But yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of market prep today. My mom's putting together gift sets, which she likes to do, specifically Grinch themed, so she asked me to crochet her some little Grinch guys. So I made 6 of them today. I'll show you what I made. This is one I kept for my display. Focus. But this is the one I kept for my display because I used a 5.5mm hook for this one, and then realized it was going to be too big for a gift set, so went down a whole hook size. So they were like a little bit smaller, which worked. So yeah. That is mainly what I did today. I just crocheted a lot of Grinches today. And then prepped for a Friendsgiving thing that's happening next week. I am tired. We gotta finish loading up the car later, and then that will be ready to go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow when we get ready for the market. Yeah. Also peeped the brand new chair I just got today. The one that isn't broken. My old chair was so broken that you would sit and it would just sink. Just go down. It would not stay in one place because I have a tendency to lean back and rest my feet up on like a cedar chest I have in my room. And my old chair was not compatible with that, so it broke over time, which is fine. It was a cheap chair. I think I maybe spent 30 bucks on it. So this one happened to be half off because of Black Friday, so invested in a new chair. I love it a lot. It has reclining functionality, so that's good. But I will see you guys market day tomorrow. Yeah. This is what we're looking like. I changed it up a little bit, so Giant Arc is down there now. Giraffe's up there. We've officially started, technically, but the mall doesn't open till 11. It's currently 10, so it's going to be a very, very slow start. I'm just going to be working on a sweater, I guess. It is currently 10:23. We just had our first sale. So the sparkly reindeer and the Grinch gift set is gone. The gift set's me and my mom's split, so the reindeer are already gone. So that's pretty good. We're at about the halfway point. We made that booth fee. I'm talking to the camera mother. Goal's 300. We'll see if we make it. We've got about an hour left. We're not doing too bad. We're really close to our goal. The mushroom cat is gone. So we'll see how it is. This is what we're looking at. Mushroom cat is gone. Bloop bloop. Sorry for the poor lighting, kind of hoping I could fix it in editing. I tried to record while it was daylight outside, but Friendsgiving went until 4 a.m. yesterday, so I am bum tired and didn't get home until late afternoon when the sun was already setting. Make it make sense. Anyway, I'm going to tell you everything I sold, how much I sold it for, grand totals, like how much I got in cash versus card versus anything else, and then how it went, and then I have another market coming up, so I might talk to you about that a little bit, but yeah, let's get into it, I guess. So first things first, I sold the giant reindeer, which is the pattern by Crochet Grove. Absolutely love that pattern. It is my bestseller all the time this time of year. People adore that thing. I like it too, and making it is not that hard. It's, well, I shouldn't say not that, well, you know, considering it's not that hard. And then I sold it for $45. I need to make a couple more of those for my next market on December 6th, because if it sells in the first 15 minutes of a market, you know it's gonna probably sell really well in the next one too, and $45, pretty good, you know? So I'm gonna make a couple more just so I have another one, because I've been doing one-offs all the time on those, and every single time they're just gone. So yeah. And then the next thing I sold was the giant mushroom cat that I had. I did originally have it on Etsy for $100. I sold it in person for $55. I have it on Etsy for more, or I had it on Etsy for more, because it cost $50 just to ship. No thanks. Since shipping comes out of my pocket on anything over $35, I upped the price on it on Etsy. It's no longer there anymore because I sold it. And the reason why I sold it for so little in person is just because I used Big Twist plush for that thing, and what I had left of Big Twist plush, because Joann's doesn't have it anymore, were two different dye lots, and the dye lots were ever so slightly different that it was driving me nuts. So colors didn't match, and it drove me crazy, and I felt bad selling it for full price when the yarns didn't really match, and it was really obvious. So drove me nuts. So I only sold it for $55. I am really glad that it's gone now, though. I had that thing forever. It was one of the whips I held on to for forever. So it's finally gone. I'm happy about that. And then I also sold my Cinderella doll, which I sold for $40. I still have the Snow White one. I think that one is by Rinmeow21. I think that's where I got that pattern. All of these are going to be linked down below, by the way. So these patterns that I'm mentioning to you that I sold, I will mention down below. If there's a pattern you saw in the clips of my setup that you're interested in, let me know, and I will send you the pattern credit and let you know where I got it from. So then I sold the Rumi doll, I still have Zoe and Mira, so I might make another roomie just to have a full set. Kind of just depends on how much time I have. I am booked fully this week because it's Thanksgiving week and I work a lot, and then next week is the week before finals, my last week of college. So I'm a little insanely busy, and I have less than 2 weeks. I have a week and a half now before my next market. Okay. We'll be fine. And so I sold Roomie for $40. No, I sold her for $30. She's smaller. I sold her for $30. And then I sold a tiny blue dragon. I had two. I had the blue one and the gold one. I sold the blue one. I sold that for $8. And then I sold one of my Stingrays, which I sold for $5. I still have the gray and the blue one, so I sold the pink one. And then I sold 2 pocket frogs out of 3 of them. I already remade those 2 pocket frogs, so I already have those restocked. Those are set and ready to go. Those 3, the mini stingrays, the pocket frogs, not 3, that's 2. The mini stingrays and the pocket frogs are some of my best sellers. I was surprised the stingrays didn't do as well this time around. That was kind of shocking to me. But hey, it's whatever. I also sold a mini cow, which I sold for $5. I also sold a penguin for $8. And then I sold 1 out of 2 of the possums that I made for $8. I had a mini reindeer. I had 2 mini reindeer. One of them I ended up giving to my mom to add to a gift set, which we didn't end up selling. So I still have 1 mini reindeer. And then I sold 3 different starter chickens out of the 6. I sold 2 white ones and 1 blue one, so I need to make those again. Those are always going to be a bestseller. I don't know that they ever will not be. People either buy them for the video game or they buy them just because they're chickens. And because they are such a fun shape of chicken, they're not like the butterball or like the Mabel chickens that were really popular. They actually have a chicken shape. People love them, and so I sell a lot of them. And then I sold 1 out of 3 mini cats. I sold the black one, so I still have a brown one and a white one. And then I sold my sprout duck as we were packing up. I was literally like shoving stuffed animals in the bags, and this guy popped up out of nowhere and picked up the sprout duck. He's like, "How much is this?" I was like, $8, and he was like, "Here's my card." So I had to dig out my card reader. So yeah. And then yeah, that was it. That was all I sold. It was very, very slow day. I think half the day I was just sitting there bored. I brought my sweater project I've been working on because I want to make something for myself for once. So I was working on a sweater, and I ran out of a skein of cotton yarn, and I didn't have any more of it. And I finished that skein within the first hour, and it was a 5-hour market. I had 4 hours to be bored. It was so great. I ended up making $144 on card, $55 in cash, and $78 on Venmo for a grand total of $277. The booth fee was $90, which was $80 for the space, $10 for the temporary business license. I don't know that the space was worth that much. The space we had before was an 8x8, and it was too small. Me and my mom ended up having to sit in like right up on the edge behind a shelf with just kind of open in the space. I didn't like that at all. It looked kind of messy and ill-prepared, but it was in a good spot in the mall. It was in a popular high traffic area. And then that was actually $80 total for all of it. $70 for the spot, $10 for the temp license. So this time around, I decided to bump up our space size that we wanted, so we didn't have to, just be in the middle of a walkway. So that was kind of a mistake. We ended up being in a spot where there was little to no traffic. And then on top of that, for some reason, the coordinator clustered all of the crochet vendors for this one. How do I explain it? So like there's 3 different sections, right? There's the 8x8 section. They like named it off the streets. I don't even remember what they were. There was the 8x8 section. There was the sponsors section, which was like a little circle in between these 2 sections. And then me and my mom were in the 10x10 section. And then we were all down different hallways. It kind of just like stretches across 3 different hallways. but they had clustered all of the crochet vendors for our street section together. So I was literally surrounded by the other crochet vendors. There was nobody between us. It was just back to back, side to side, all around each other. And it wouldn't have been that big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that some of us were selling the exact same things. I had another one who was selling the exact same mushy pattern as me. So that was very frustrating. I don't think any of us did well that day, mainly because of that. Anybody who came over to my booth looking for crochet usually already had crochet. So that was very, very frustrating. I'm a little upset about that. But, yeah. So, that was frustrating. And then, Anchor Octopus got so much attention. He drew in all of the people, and then they walked up, saw his $75 price tag, and walked away. But, it's okay. I don't want to sell him for any less just because of how massive he is and the fact he took me 8 hours to make. I am selling myself for less than minimum wage, which is not what I want to do. So he'll probably go up next year, but you know. So that's all I have for today. I'll see you guys next week doing some good old market prep. And then we'll have our last market of the year, which is kind of crazy. So I will see you then. Bye.